President Trump officially selects Kelvin Walsh as the new US Federal Reserve Chair. Now, if you're paying attention to the market, the entire cryptocurrency market is currently in an extreme fear territory. We've gone worse, you understand? And we are currently seated at 16, indicating extreme fear. If you're paying attention to BTC just broke below the range we talked about in our previous video. And although I told you guys this is likely to be a bear flag as well, but I never expected an outright correction immediately. And I thought we were just going to get a bounce to the 100k territory before getting a massive correction from there to the 73k territory, but reverse was the case. And let's not forget that the chances of a US government shutdown on Saturday has now increased to 88%. Which is definitely going to happen. The last time the US government shut down, the entire cryptocurrency market turned bearish. I think same playbook is about to happen, and the market has already began to tank ahead of the shutdown. Over $1.2 billion worth of long positions have been liquidated so far in the crypto space in the last 24 hours, with just $159 million worth of short positions getting liquidated in the last 24 hours as well. It is obvious the long positions are getting massacred. We still have a liquidation around $84,893 for BTC to take out. So I think by the time we take out that liquidation, probably retest this range previous support, which is now likely to act as a resistance. By the time we retest it, we should begin to expect further price drop to the downside. Now, if you're paying attention to XRP RSI is currently in the oversold territory on the daily time frame. XRP current price is $1.77 and BTC current price is currently at $84,540. This is likely to be the first pro BTC Federal Reserve Chair we've ever had. Seriously, if you ask me. This same Kelvin Walsh called BTC the new gold in one of the CNBC interview that was aired January 6th, 2021.
Are you on board with Bitcoin? I know Stan Druckenmiller is now on board. I think when we've talked about Bitcoin in the past, I think you had a perhaps a lesser view. I don't know if you have a different view today.
Stan calls me his partner. I call him my boss. One of us is lying, but I'll let you figure out who's who in that, Andrew. So I'd say I think that Bitcoin does make sense as part of a portfolio in this environment where you have the most fundamental shift, for example, in monetary policy since Paul Volcker. This is a big shift that we're seeing under the Powell Fed, rightly or wrongly. So I'm not surprised in a period of dollar weakness where Bitcoin's doing what it's doing. And I'd also suggest that part of the move in Bitcoin is taking some of the bid away from gold. I think if Bitcoin never existed, gold would be rallying even more right now. But I guess if you're under 40, Bitcoin is your new gold. So I think of Bitcoin as a lot of things, but it's certainly with every passing day getting new life as an alternative currency. And when you see the strength of the euro, the strength of the pound, the strength of the RMB, the Korean won, the Mexican peso, I guess we shouldn't be surprised to see the strength of Bitcoin as well.
Gold is crashing, silver is crashing, the dollar is crashing, BTC is crashing, the stock market is crashing, real estate market is crashing. What is really going on? I think we are watching one of the largest financial market crime in history take place live before our very eye. Silver is down more than minus 35% in the last 24 hours alone. This is the biggest drop for silver since 2008. As a matter of fact, if you ask me, this is a generational pullback opportunity. More than $7 trillion has been wiped out from the precious metal market in the last 36 hours. Silver is down more than 30%, wiping out more than $2 trillion. Gold is down more than 13%, wiping out more than $5 trillion. Platinum is down more than 27%, wiping out more than $215 billion from the market. Palladium is down more than 21%, wiping out $85 billion from the market. Bro, Binance just announced they will convert their $1 billion SAFU funds into BTC. Now, the last time similar announcement was made was in 2023, March to be precise. And what happened after then? BTC rallied more than 250% in a single year. Ethereum pumped more than 200% in a single year as well. Is history about to repeat itself? Now, if you ask me, it is very, very likely. The only difference now is Donald Trump is the indicator, the buy and sell indicator for the entire market, and Trump is now the president. As of 2023, he wasn't the president. So I think that is a major difference. So let's see if history repeats itself. I think one thing that is still keeping me going is the orders chart against the BTC pair on the monthly time frame. We are still holding up well, in as much as our RSI has been in the oversold territory since 2022. That is the altcoin market. By the way, this is the ratio crypto to market cap excluding top 10 cryptos and BTC. So this chart is basically saying the altcoin market has been in a bear market since 2022. We haven't gotten any actual real bull market or altcoin season. And we are still holding above the multi-year support territory. So this multi-year support territory has held since 2017. And each time we retest this support zone, we get a bounce for the orders chart, get a bounce for altcoins, get a bounce to the upside. So I'm thinking history is still likely to repeat herself once again, and we are likely to get a rally. The 2019 playbook is likely to happen this 2026. That is just it. That is what I think. I might be wrong. History might end up not repeating herself. But if we happen to unfortunately lose this support territory for the orders chart against the BTC pair, then it's going to be disastrous for the entire altcoin market. If you're paying attention, hype is up 7% in the last 1 hour, Sol is up 2.6%, Zero is up 5.4%, Pengu 2.4%, and Uni 2.3%, HBAR 1.8%, XLM 2.2%, and Pepe 1.6%, BTC 2.1%, Bonk 2%, and I think XRP 2.5%, SUI 2.4%. The market got a brief bounce in the last 1 hour after that massive flash crash we had. Now let's check the top 200 cryptos real quick to see what's up. If you're paying attention, Jasmine is up 3.5%, ZBCN 1% in the last 1 hour, XCN 2.4% in the last 1 hour as well. And Terra Luna Classic is up 3% in the last 1 hour. Track Origin Trail is up 1.6% in the last 1 hour. Let's check the top 200 to 300 cryptos in the crypto space real quick. Toshi is up 2.5% in the last 1 hour. Mog is up 3.9% in the last 1 hour. Dog is up 5.8%. Soon 7.1%. Like the market got a, should I say, brief recovery after the massive crash we had few hours ago. So fingers crossed, let's see how it goes. I think BTC is likely to retest this previous support as a resistance and then crash further to the downside. I might be wrong, but this is what the chart is basically signaling. So let's see how it goes. Like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel. Peace out.